The 1970s was a golden era for upscale restaurants, where each venue was a sanctuary of style, flavor, and flair. From the Parisian elegance of Maxim's to the whimsical charm of Trader Vic's, these iconic eateries set the stage for unforgettable outings. But as taste changed and competition grew fierce, these once thriving havens disappeared, leaving behind nostalgic memories. Get ready to discover 21 upscale 70s restaurants that no longer exist, each with a story of glamour, ambition, and the rise and fall of dining legends. Scandia, which opened in 1971, quickly became a West Coast treasure, celebrated for its Scandinavian-inspired cuisine and breathtaking views of Los Angeles. The restaurant's Nordic lodge atmosphere, with its wooden beams and inviting fireplaces, offered a cozy yet upscale dining experience. Food lovers flocked to Scandia to savor its inventive menu, with specialties like herring platters and reindeer steak, while the restaurant became a hotspot for celebrities during its heyday in the 70s. But as culinary trends shifted and rents skyrocketed, Scandia was forced to close its doors in 1998. Though gone, it left a legacy of unique flavors and warm memories for those who experienced its one-of-a-kind charm. Ever wondered what it's like to dine inside a refurbished train car? Victoria Station, which opened in 1969, offered exactly that. A dining experience like no other. This unique chain captured diners' imaginations with its nostalgic atmosphere, transporting guests back to the golden age of rail travel. Known for its heavy steaks and seafood, Victoria Station quickly became a favorite across several states, with patrons enjoying classic meals while seated in actual train cars. Families loved the novelty and the classic salad bar that accompanied their meals. But as dining preferences shifted and competition grew tougher, Victoria Station struggled to stay relevant. The last remaining outlet in Salem, Massachusetts, closed its doors in December 2017, marking the end of an era. York Steakhouse first opened its doors in 1966 in Columbus, Ohio, quickly became a beloved chain known for its cafeteria-style dining and signature steaks. Combining a casual atmosphere with an affordable menu, it attracted families from across the United States. At its peak in the early 1980s, York Steakhouse boasted nearly 200 locations in 27 states, serving hearty dishes like grilled sirloin and offering a popular salad bar. Diners loved the no-tipping policy and the self-service format, making meals both quick and convenient. But as food courts and newer malls became more popular, sales began to decline. By 1989, most outlets had closed, with only one independently operated restaurant in Columbus remaining, preserving its nostalgic essence. Bob's Big Boy stepped into the spotlight in 1936 as Bob's Pantry in Glendale, California. It quickly gained attention for its whimsical mascot, a chubby boy in checkered overalls, and the iconic double-decker hamburger, the Big Boy, born out of a playful customer request. By the late 1970s, Bob's Big Boy had expanded to over 1,200 outlets nationwide, offering families a nostalgic escape with hearty American comfort food. With classic favorites like burgers and milkshakes, the diner's casual vibe became a hit across the country. But as taste shifted and competition grew fiercer in the 80s, Bob's Big Boy began to fade, leading to widespread closures that only left a few still in operation. Burger Chef's journey began not far from the tri-state area in Indianapolis, Indiana, where it opened its doors in 1954. This fast food sensation quickly captured attention with its flame-broiled burgers and revolutionary combo meal, the Triple Threat, a burger, fries, and a drink for just 45 cents. At its peak in the early 70s, Burger Chef had over 1,200 franchises across the U.S. and even ventured into Canada. Families flocked to enjoy the casual dining experience and iconic items like the Big Chef and Super Chef burgers. However, after being acquired by General Foods in 1968, mismanagement and fierce competition from McDonald's led to its downfall. By 1982, many locations transitioned to Hardee's, and the last Burger Chef closed in 1996, leaving behind fond memories. Amid the surge of restaurants in the 70s, Houlihan's quickly carved out its own unique space when it opened on April 1, 1972, in Kansas City's Country Club Plaza. Originally called Houlihan's Old Place, it combined a cozy atmosphere with a diverse menu, offering everything from classic pub fare to gourmet dishes. At its height, Houlihan's boasted over 90 locations across 15 states, drawing in diners with popular dishes like Thai pork tacos and the iconic Houlihan's burger. Families love the relaxed vibe and affordable yet high-quality meals, despite facing tough competition that led to a reduction in outlets. Houlihan's remains a beloved dining destination, continuously updating its menu to cater to modern tastes.
Here at Trader Vic's restaurant and Mai Tai Lounge at the Hilton Atlanta Hotel, you will find the ultimate Polynesian adventure with its South Pacific theme, unique island food, and tropical drinks. You will be whisked away from downtown Atlanta to the Pacific Islands in no time at all.
Trader Vic's opened its doors in 1934, but it truly thrived during the 1970s, leading the way in Polynesian-inspired cuisine. Diners were enchanted by the vibrant tiki-themed atmosphere and the signature tropical cocktails served in eye-catching mugs. With outlets popping up in various states, Trader Vic's became a go-to destination for those craving an escape from the ordinary. Guests indulged in dishes like Peking duck, sipped on Mai Tais, and enjoyed live music that swept them away. Yet, as dining preferences shifted to more casual experiences and competition increased, Trader Vic struggled to keep its magic alive, eventually leading to the closure of many beloved locations.
At Arthur Treacher's, please don't take our sign too literally. Our specialty isn't just delicious tasting fish. Our specialty is delicious food.
For many who dined at Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips, the feeling of nostalgia runs deep. This fast food chain, first opened in 1969, quickly became a favorite across the U.S., offering a taste of British tradition with crispy fish and golden chips. At its height in the late 70s, Arthur Treacher's had over 800 outlets, making it a go-to for families craving comfort food in a casual setting. What set it apart wasn't just the fish, it was the signature hush puppies that came with every meal. But as the 80s rolled in, taste shifted toward healthier options, and competition from other fast food giants grew, leading to closures across the country. Today, only a few locations remain, preserving its iconic legacy. Established in the mid-60s by Norman Brinker in Dallas, Texas, Steak and Ale quickly became a staple of dining, blending the cozy charm of an English inn with a focus on high-quality steaks at affordable prices. This unique combination made it a favorite spot for families and steak lovers alike. At its height in the 1980s, Steak and Ale had hundreds of outlets across the U.S., known for its warm atmosphere and signature dishes like the Kensington Club Steak, as well as a popular salad bar. Diners appreciated the attentive service and inviting vibe. But by the late 2000s, increased competition from other casual dining chains and shifting preferences led to financial troubles. After filing for bankruptcy in 2008, all franchises closed, though efforts to revive the brand were underway, with new locations expected soon.
Maxim taste is making more friends every day.
I know you can get a lot of coffee, but there's only one Maxim, and I love it.
Maxim's captured the attention of patrons in the 70s by bringing a taste of Parisian elegance to American shores. This luxurious restaurant was known for its opulent decor and an exquisite menu that featured classic French cuisine alongside an extensive wine list. Maxim stood out by offering diners not just a meal, but an experience filled with sophistication and glamour, a haven for those looking to indulge in fine dining. The allure of Maxim's drew in patrons from various states who longed for a slice of Parisian life. However, as tastes evolved towards more casual dining options and economic shifts impacted luxury spending, Maxim's eventually closed its doors in the late 90s, leaving a legacy of culinary excellence behind.
Johnson's is such a friendly place to have good food. And the next best thing to eating out at Howard Johnson's is eating out at home with Howard Johnson's frozen foods.
Howard Johnson's was a name that defined American roadside dining. It first opened in 1925 in Quincy, Massachusetts, starting as a humble soda fountain. It soon grew into a full-service restaurant famous for its signature 28 flavors of ice cream and comfort food staples like fried clams and chicken pot pie. By the 1960s, Howard Johnson's had skyrocketed to become the largest restaurant chain in the U.S. with over 1,000 locations spanning 43 states. And even reaching Canada and the Bahamas. Families love the reliable, friendly atmosphere, making it a popular stop for road trippers. But as fast food chains rose to prominence and road travel declined, Howard Johnson's slowly faded. The last franchise closed in 2022. But for those fortunate enough to experience it, the memories remain unforgettable. A&W Drive-Ins began as a simple root beer stand in 1919 in Lodi, California, founded by Roy W. Allen, but quickly grew into an iconic American dining experience. Known for its frosty mugs of root beer and classic drive-in service, where tray boys delivered food directly to cars, A&W became a beloved stop for families. By the 1960s, it had expanded to over 2,000 outlets across the U.S., making it one of the largest drive-in chains at the time. Diners loved the casual vibe and the classic menu of hot dogs, burgers, and legendary root beer floats. However, as fast food chains grew in popularity and consumer habits changed, A&W struggled to keep up. After several ownership changes and rebranding efforts, the standalone drive-ins began to decline.
Introducing a bold new dining experience, Sizzler's new all-you-can-eat buffet court.
Where do we start?
Individual islands of specially prepared food.
Opened in 1958 in Culver City, California, Sizzler introduced a sizzling concept that revolutionized casual dining. Its affordable steak dinners and innovative all-you-can-eat salad bar stood out from competitors. With an inviting atmosphere and diverse menu ranging from juicy steaks to fresh seafood, Sizzler became a family favorite. At its peak, Sizzler boasted over 270 outlets across the United States, offering unbeatable value for hearty meals. It was widely popular for its unique style, featuring a lighter and more open dining room. The early 90s brought a now famous rebrand to become a buffet-style restaurant, which largely contributed to its decline. At the moment, only around 100 locations remain, preserving the legacy of this once iconic brand.
Good news today at the Ground Round.
You get a whole lot more at the Ground Round. You get a whole lot more.
When the Ground Round first opened in 1969 in Massachusetts, it set out to create a casual dining experience that felt like home. This quirky chain quickly won over families with its fun atmosphere, where tossing peanut shells on the floor became a beloved tradition. At its peak, the Ground Round had over 200 outlets. Known for its affordable menu featuring everything from burgers and steaks to the iconic pay-what-you-weigh promotion for kids. But as the 90s brought fierce competition from chains like Chili's and Applebee's, the Ground Round began to struggle with an outdated image and an overstuffed menu. After several ownership changes and a bankruptcy filing in 2004, only a handful of locations remain. The Brown Derby captured the true essence of Hollywood's glitz and glamour, a restaurant that first opened its doors in 1926. It truly thrived during the star-studded 70s, known for its signature hat-shaped building. This iconic hotspot was a magnet for movie stars and Hollywood insiders. The Brown Derby wasn't just about the famous faces, it offered a memorable dining experience, with classic American dishes including the iconic Cobb salad, which became a cultural favorite. The blend of old Hollywood charm and top-tier cuisine made it a beloved institution. But its ownership changed and competition increased. The Brown Derby couldn't keep up, eventually closing in the 1980s, ending a legendary chapter in Hollywood dining.
Come on, Grandpa, it's your birthday. We're taking you to our favorite place for dinner.
To Sambo's.
To Sambo's?
Sambo's was a bustling restaurant that first opened in 1957 in Santa Barbara, California. Known for its whimsical yet controversial theme based on the children's book Little Black Sambo, it stood out with colorful murals and family-friendly vibes. At its height, Sambo's expanded to over 1,100 locations across 47 states, drawing in crowds with affordable breakfast options and bottomless coffee. Families especially loved the warm atmosphere, enjoying stacks of hearty pancakes and friendly service. Yet, as the civil rights movement gained strength in the late 1970s, the chain came under fire for its racially insensitive name. By 1981, Sambo's faced financial collapse, with only the original Santa Barbara franchise surviving the closures.
We want you to come to Bonanza, so here's what we're going to do.
For the next 2 weeks, any day,
you can have our big T-bone steak dinner at this great low price. That's complete with baked potato and Texas toast.
Imagine stepping into Bonanza Steakhouse, a beloved dining spot that burst onto the scene in the 1970s, quickly winning over hearts across the states. With its rustic Western theme and mouth-watering steak dinners, Bonanza offered more than just a meal. It was an experience. Families and friends gathered to enjoy all-you-can-eat buffets, sizzling steaks and fresh salads, all at prices that couldn't be beat. The restaurant's warm community feel made it a go-to spot for countless memorable meals. But as fast food chains surged in popularity during the 80s, Bonanza found it tough to keep up, leading to its eventual decline and the closure of many locations. Le Peep, a casual breakfast and lunch chain that opened in 1980, quickly became a go-to spot for hearty home-style meals. Known for its inviting atmosphere and a diverse menu, Le Peep serves everything from classic pancakes and omelets to fresh salads and sandwiches, appealing to all kinds of tastes. With locations across several states, it built a loyal following thanks to its generous portions and friendly service. Diners appreciated the focus on fresh ingredients and the cozy, welcoming vibe that made each visit feel like a treat. However, as competition in the breakfast market grew and consumer preferences shifted, some franchises began to struggle, leading to a slow decline. Still, the remaining Le Peep spots are cherished by those seeking comfort food in a warm, familiar setting. Following its founding in 1961 in Springfield, Ohio, Red Barn quickly became a fast food favorite, famous for its unique barn-shaped buildings and inviting atmosphere. At its peak, the chain boasted 300 to 400 locations across 19 states. Along with outlets in Canada and Australia, diners loved the signature items like the Big Barney and the Barn Buster, which competed with the Quarter Pounder. Families flocked to Red Barn for its self-service salad bar and fun, playful ads featuring mascots like Hamburger Hungry. But by the late 70s, changes in ownership and a shift towards real estate led to a decline. And by the late 80s, most outlets had shuttered. Still, the nostalgic legacy of Red Barn lives on. The Velvet Turtle, founded in Menlo Park, California in the early 1970s by Wally Botello, was a fine dining chain that combined upscale elegance with a cozy atmosphere. Known for its gourmet take on American cuisine, the menu featured classics like prime rib and fresh seafood. At its peak, Velvet Turtle had around 20 outlets across California, Washington, and Arizona, making it a popular choice for families and couples looking for a special dining experience. Patrons loved the elegant decor and attentive service, setting it apart from more casual options. However, as casual dining surged in popularity during the late 80s and early 90s, Velvet Turtle struggled to keep pace and eventually closed its doors in the early 1990s, leaving behind a lasting legacy of fine dining during a time of transition. Red Coach Inn, a historic hotel and restaurant, traces its origins back to the 1920s in Niagara Falls, New York. Inspired by the Bell Inn in Findon, England, this charming establishment quickly became a beloved spot for visitors seeking a cozy yet upscale dining experience. With its English Tudor architecture and stunning views of the Upper Rapids, Red Coach Inn offered a unique atmosphere that set it apart from typical hotels. Guests adored the warm, inviting vibe and classic menu items crafted from local ingredients. As tourism shifted, the inn faced challenges maintaining its appeal. Despite these hurdles, the Red Coach Inn remains a cherished destination, blending history with hospitality to attract guests today.